What's up, guys? James with That's Right Lawn Care. I hope you all had an awesome Tuesday. Mine, of course, is just now getting started. Just pulled up at my dealer. We're going to be doing a 2020 lawn care setup today. And before we do that, I just wanted to shout these guys out, Sequoia Lawn Equipment, and show a little bit of appreciation. Got them a couple of dozen donuts just to say thank you, because half of the stuff you're going to be seeing in this video, the greater half of the stuff you're going to be seeing in this video, actually came from here. So let's get these guys some donuts. All right, so I just got back home, sat in there for a little while and talked to some of the guys in there and just chatted up for a little while and looked around. I didn't take the camera in there because I don't want to be the guy that always takes the camera in there, and just anyways, just wanted to get in there, drop the donuts off, chat with them, let them know how much I appreciate them and everything that they do to keep me as a business moving, to keep me going. They provide me with anything I need, and it's right there. Anything, all the Echo products, all the Skag products. If anything needs to be ordered, it's usually there within a day or two. And I'm back out on the road, and I'm back out moving and on the yards and cutting grass. So now this time I wanted to be the one taking in something and leaving with nothing. But y'all know I cannot leave that place without buying something. So here's what I got today. I got an Echo shirt, and this is what it says right here. Powerful, lightweight, greater productivity, Echo X Series. And here's the back of the shirt. Echo outdoor power equipment, sold and serviced at Sequoia Lawn Equipment. So I am repping the local business in my area, and that's one thing I think that everybody should do. When you've got great dealer support like that, you need to support them as much as you can just to keep them up and running. They try and keep you up and running. Sure, you might be able to get on Amazon and find blades for $2 cheaper or something like that, but I have the peace of mind that I can go in there and I can see the blade and touch the blade or whatever before I purchase it. Sometimes I have issues with buying stuff online, but anything for my mower, anything for my trimmers, my blowers, anything like that is going to be purchased at my local dealer. So let's see what else I got. Speed Feed 400 heads. I got 2 of those just because they wear out. Anybody that runs these, you go through 2-3 a season. More if you got more, less if you got less, of course, but it really just depends. If you've got some people helping you, they may be a little bit harder on your equipment. You may go through more of them. But having a couple of extra, just in case one blows out on the job, you got another one. So I always get a couple of those. And then one thing I really liked, and I saw right out of the corner of my eye, these Echo vibration reducing landscaping gloves. Now these are actually the leather ones, and they are so comfortable. That was actually, I cut down a small holly tree yesterday. It was a holly bush, but grabbing them by hands, they poke you. So with these leather, I'm not saying it's not gonna poke you, but you've got a less chance with the leather gloves. But I tried these on. These are so comfortable. They've got a pad on the palm, and that's where the vibration reducing comes in. And I'm excited to put these to work too, especially on some of those brush clearing jobs and stuff where you'll be using a hedge trimmer or a pole saw or something like that, just to see. Vibration really doesn't bother me that bad, but the most thing I'm excited about is going to be the leather. So there's that. Now let's jump out and check out some equipment. All right, guys, so I got what you've been waiting for set up right here. I've got the mowers here. I left all the hand tools and blowers and stuff like that on the trailer just to not have to bring it over here. It's gonna make it a little bit easier. Plus I got some stuff on the trailer I need to show anyways, and might as well just leave all that stuff on the trailer. So let's go ahead and get started with the Toro Junior here. This is Toro Junior. It is a 21-inch super recycler, personal pace. Hopefully that's not going to be put to use too much this season. If it does, okay, but I bought the 36-inch to try and cover any gates and stuff that I was having to use the push mower for. So there's that. Hopefully she sits all year. Then I've got Tori. This is Tori. She's a Turbo Force 48-inch belt drive walk behind. Now neither of my Toro units have hour meters on them, so your guess is as good as mine. Well, my guess is probably a little better than yours, just because I own the machines. But this, when I bought it, might have had 30 hours on it, just from the real close friend of mine that owned it previously. He said he might have put 30 hours on it. It did sit out in the sun. That's why the Toro sign on the gas tank is faded. But I've probably put another 60 hours on it, just a guess. So it's probably under 100 hours. But when I need it, I use it. So I've used this for some of the smaller gates, the 48-inch gates, where this one just barely squeezes through, or 50-inch gates. I've never really measured, but this has been used to do that. And then also, as a lot of y'all know, in Tennessee, we do have quite a bit of hills. Luckily, the city I live in, is for the most part flat, but there are some ridges and stuff in the city. And also the greater Chattanooga area is a ton of hills. So the stand-ons and the walk-behinds definitely come in handy. So I will be keeping Tori. I have had quite a few people ask me, you know, did you sell Tori and buy the other mowers? Are you going to be selling Tori? Tori is going to be staying here for the most part, parked in the shed, unless she's needed, and I do have one yard that I do need it for. It's a steep hill. It's really sketchy to put a stand-on on it, which I am going to try the 61 out on it just to see if it holds a hill better than the 52 did, and I know it's going to, but we'll see exactly how much I'm able to get on that hill. But until then, I will not be selling Tori, and if I do end up selling Tori, she will be replaced with a Skag 48-inch walk behind, SWZT or whatever it is. She'll be replaced with another 48-inch walk behind. All right, next up on the list, we got Mini-Me. Is the name I've picked out for this one. Mini-Me. Mini-Me is a 36-inch Skag V-Ride 2, powered by the Kawasaki FX600V. Is a nice 19 horsepower carbureted motor. She is a brand new unit with 0.4 hours on it. Not sure if y'all can see that. 0.4 hours. So fairly brand new. It's a brand new unit. Now upcoming, I'm going to be putting the grass flap on the 61 and the 36, just the same as the 52 over here. This Skagly, this is Skagly. For those of you who don't know, that's Skagly. This is Mini-Me, and this is Big Orange. So there's the 36 off to the 61. So this is a 61-inch V-Ride 2. It is powered by the 37 Briggs Vanguard motor, the big block, the big baby. Now this is a Velocity Plus deck, just the same as the 52 is a Velocity Plus. Now the 36, it's got the Advantage deck on it. I'm really not too worried about it. It's gonna chew up, spit out grass really well, just because it's a 2-blade unit versus a 3-blade unit. So you're only having to scoot grass through 2 chambers. The Advantage deck is gonna be really great for a smaller mower. Bigger mowers, you get into their Velocity Plus deck, and these decks have proven themselves to be worthy of the grass. So I'm excited to see what the 37 and the Velocity Plus deck can do. I've always wanted the 37 on the 52, but they didn't make them until this year. And my decision between, I was getting 2 new mowers this year, and I was either going to get the 52 with the 37 Vanguard, or I was going to get a 36-inch. And of course you see which route I took. I think it was the best opinion. I still got the 52. It's an all-around great unit. I've got the 61. It's a bigger unit. It's got the more horsepower. And then I've got the little gate getter in her. I'm gonna have to come up with a different nickname. I still like Mini-Me, but it is gate getter in her. So it'll get in those gates. And then we got the big unit for bigger properties. And the 52 is an all-around beast. So I had a lot of people ask me, you know, why do you have, we'll say just these 3 mowers. Why do you have these 3 mowers if you are running solo? And I pretty much just covered that. This is a great all-around unit for the small yards, the cookie cutters and stuff like that. This will come in handy for mowing the bigger properties. I can even put these on some of the cookie cutters and knock them out quicker. We're looking for efficiency here, guys. And having all 3 of these mowers is gonna make me a lot more efficient. The 36-inch is gonna come in handy for the gates and stuff where I can't get the 52 in, or even the 48. And even the 36 would be faster than the 48 on some of these backyards. Now, granted, if the hill has if the backyard has a hill in it, the 48 is probably going to come in handy more than the 36, because the 36, and we're going to go over this in another video where I'm going to put all 3 of these on a hill and we're going to see how they each perform. So I know I've done some sketchy stuff on the 52 that I know is going to be a lot more comfortable on the 61, and we may end up tipping this mower on the hill. Who knows? But there is the lineup, and of course you've got Scagly over here. But we'll take a look. Oh, also, new Scag seat. New Scag seat. Had to match it up on the 52. Guys, I was telling y'all, the old one, the stitch runs straight down through here, and that's where your knees hit. So with this new style seat, you're not rubbing up against that stitch the whole time while you're riding. And I think that was a great idea that Scag went with, to do a different design with the seats. Also, the darker leather and the stitching and just the way that they did this whole seat, I like it. It's a lot better look than the other ones. The other one was like a really light tan. Here is Scagly. She's a 52 Velocity Plus deck, powered by a Kohler 25 EFI motor. Scagly has been a wonderful mower. I've loved her. She's been awesome. She's got us through several seasons. She's got $670 hours. Not too bad for a couple of years. As you can see, Scagly's got a mount here. She's got a mount there. And I've got a couple more mounts that I'm going to be putting on these. But the one thing that I'm real happy with all 3 of these purchases is I've got a variety. I've got the 52, the 61, the 36. Also, I've got motor variety. I've got a Kohler. I've got the Briggs Vanguard, and I've got a Kawasaki. So I've got 3 of the top competitor motors for mowers. Any mower, Toro, Exmark, whatever it may be. These are the top 3 motors that you're going to find on any mower. And you've already heard what I had to say about the 25. I think it works well on a 52. However, in some situations, you want that extra power, and that's why I think a 37, that's why I've always thought the 37 would be an amazing option for the 52 Velocity Plus deck. And now that they have it this year, I will still be in fleet at the end of the year. If everything goes well this year, I'm going to be replacing this mower with a 52 with a 37, and I'm excited for that. So let's make it through the season. Let's hurry up and start mowing grass. I'm already getting calls and texts and stuff like that about, hey, let's get me on schedule. I'm ready to go. My grass is growing. As you can see, my grass is green. It's green, it's kind of splotchy in areas, but it survived the winter, and that's all I can ask for. But as you can see, up around the edge and stuff like that, it's ready for some weed eating, and I've got spots that are starting to pop up. But the grass is coming in. The weeds are definitely here in some of these yards that I've seen. Definitely ready to get started. Mowing season is here. It's been waiting for a couple of dry days. Like I said, we had rain pretty much all weekend, and it kind of crashed us out for the startup. But possibly tomorrow, may get out on some yards and start cutting. We'll really just have to see. I've got everyone lined up. We're supposed to start the 1st of March. Of course, in the letter that I send out to all my customers, the plan is to start March 1st. In our area, we really don't know how the weather's going to be. Sometimes we may start sooner. I've started soon as, mid-February on mowing. And then we've also started mid-March. So really just depends on the weather and where we are and what the groundhog says. But guys, that's going to be the mowers. So let's head off to the trailer and see what else we got. All right guys, starting with this trailer. This is a 2020 Sure Track 6x12 by 2 foot, and then of course I added the extra wall to make it 3 foot, and it's actually got some stuff in it right now from a small job I did yesterday. But this is a hydraulic dump trailer. It is a 10K trailer, meaning it's got two 5,000 pound axles on it, and we'll check this out right here. And that's our capacity limit and stuff like that. Now I pretty much decided to go all out with this one. This one's got the spreader gate, and it's also got the regular gate where it opens up, latches on the side so that you can dump it. It's also got the tarp, as you saw. It's got the locking box, which houses the battery, the hydraulic pump, and the controller. It's got the big heavy-duty jack, and I've also got a Curt lock on this one, just because I've got it parked in the front yard for the time being. So let's move on to the next trailer, and y'all have already seen the truck. There it is again. Look how muddy it is. I've been back in the backyard rutting it up again, but she's dirty again. Anyways, this is a 2019 P&T trailer. This is a 77 by 14, so it's like 6.5 foot by 14 foot. Now we've got this thing racked up. We've got it racked up with the Extreme Pro Series trailer racks, trailerracks.com, green touch. So we'll start with the trimmers first. We're going to go down through here. This is the 2620 with the Darwin's grip. I've got another 2620 here. This is pretty much the backup unit. And then I've got a PAS system 2620, and this thing has been a blessing and a beast. So right now I have the articulating hedge trimmers on it, and that's pretty much what I use the most of. But I also have several other attachments I've got, and I haven't cleaned them or anything. I actually just used this one a couple of weeks ago when I redid all my mulch. So I've got the blade attachment, the blade edger attachment, and then I've got the bed redefiner attachment. So with the PAS system, it opens you up to tons of other attachments. You can get a regular string trimmer attachment, you can get a blower attachment, there's pole saw attachments, regular trimmers, extended trimmers. They've actually got an extension, a 3-foot extension, to where, and I think I might buy one just because I have one yard that it's a big hill and it's really hard to weed eat, and I have to weed eat it, so I might buy that extension just to weed eat that one hill. I think it would pay for itself there. Definitely pay for my back. Anyways, but the PAS system's got tons of stuff that you can use on it. It's just a combination tool. It locks and tightens right here, and you can take it off and add whatever attachment you want on there. Moving on to blowers, this is the new Camo Series rack from Green Touch, and it is holding a EBZ 8500. I've had this unit for a couple of years now, And then of course we got the older one. You can see the paint's faded, it's chipped, just because this thing has been put through its paces. But hey, look, it's still on the trailer, and that says a lot about equipment, especially when it's locking and keeping my equipment safe. So that's one thing I really like about it. And of course, this is a EBZ 7500. This thing has been used quite a while now. I've had this blower for a long time. I've actually replaced the throttle because the cable was gunked up and stuck, and it was time for a new one. So I replaced the throttle, and it works just as it should. Starts up, cranks, usually third pull with all the Red Max stuff that I've ever owned. Third pull, and it's good to go. I highly recommend the Easy Gate. It's been awesome. If you're doing 10, 5, anywhere from 5 to 15 yards a day, you're having to lift that gate up and down all day, this definitely comes in handy. Saves your back, and it's been awesome. Plus I can put stickers on it. Boom. All right, some other hand tools we got here is the Echo hand blower. It's the PB 250LN. Don't know what any of those numbers stands for. I'm guessing that's like a personal blower, 250 mile an hour. Laugh out loud, not. I'm just kidding. I don't know. This is an awesome little handheld blower just for small stuff, cleaning out small areas and stuff where you don't have to, if you're getting in behind bushes or whatever, you can just use that between bushes and houses or whatever. It's definitely nice to have. I never knew how nice it was to have one of those until I got one. So, and then we've got the Echo ES, the shred and vac system, ES 250. And it's got the baggie on it right now. I've also got the blower tube for this. So actually you can take this tube off, close this up, take this off, and put a blower tube just like this one. You can put the blower tube on it, and you got another handheld blower. So that's pretty nice to have. If you need it, you got it. But moving on, next we got the pole saw PPT 2620. This is the big one. This is the one that extends up to 78 feet. It is a huge saw. Probably not 78 feet, but you get what I'm trying to say. It gets up pretty high. All right, next chainsaw, the Stihl MS 170. I've had this thing for so many years. It's paid for itself so many times. And then I've got the Stihl MS 250. Now this is a 16-inch bar, 18-inch bar over there. And the Stihl HS 82R. Now, some of you may know, I'm getting rid of the Stihl stuff. I'm also getting rid of the Red Max blowers. What am I going to be replacing them with? If you know, leave a comment down below. But these have all been awesome tools. Nothing against Stihl in any way. These hedge trimmers have paid for themselves so many times. The chainsaws have paid for themselves so many times. Even the 250 that I bought last year, it's paid for itself within a couple of jobs. The MS 170 I've had for 7 years, 8 years, something like that. Of course, it paid for itself in the first job I bought it for a job. Pretty much priced it in with the job. It was a good sized job, so I went ahead and priced in the saw, and it paid for itself. And what's next? We got the Sure Cage, and it's got the Sure Can 5-gallon gas can in it. This thing has been amazing. I'm actually going to buy another one just to leave in the truck. This is my 2-cycle. This is my mixed gas, and I want to leave one in the bed of the truck for just regular gas in case I run out on the job. Now we've got, this is trailerracks.com. This is their line spool rack. Comes equipped with the cutter, so you can cut your line. And I've got the Echo Black Diamond 105 line. I know a lot of people say they don't like the Black Diamond, but I actually keep some in my pocket just for fun. I had this yesterday for a job. But yeah, I've actually found I really like the Black Diamond. It works well for our area. It's got the sharp edges, so it does really well cutting thicker grass and stuff like that. That went a lot faster than I thought. Now, of course, I've got shovels, rakes, metal rakes, big shovels, pickaxes, wheelbarrow, Hang on. Aha! I knew there was some stuff I was forgetting back here. So I've got some rakes and stuff. I've got this little spreader. I've got the accelerator grass catcher. This is fit for Tory. It mounts right up to Tory. So I think what I'm gonna do is try and figure out a way to make a bracket for the Skags. That way that I can put that on the Skag if I need to. And then we've got the AgriFab 48-inch aerator pull behind. And as a lot of y'all know that have watched some of my aerating videos, I've got a bracket that a buddy of mine and I built to put on the 52. I have not measured the toe strap holes in between the 36 or the 61 yet to see if it'll mount up. If so, awesome. That would help me out on one backyard that I need to get into to do some aeration. If not, oh well. And the Echo spreader, RB80, there we go. Echo RB80. It holds 700 pounds of seed and it'll spread up to 12 feet wide. That's a good guess. All right guys, so that's pretty much gonna wrap it up. I hope y'all enjoyed today's video. I know I'm gonna get a lot of questions. Why do you like Skag? Why do you like Echo? Now to go ahead and pre-answer any of those questions, why do you like Skag and Echo? And the reason for that is that's what my dealer carries. Now I do have several other dealers in the area that carry other products. Sequoia Lawn Equipment has been awesome to me. They've been there for me. They've provided me with everything I've needed. Anytime I ever need anything. If I need anything in a bind, I've got one of my sales guys on Instagram. I can message him right off the bat. Hey man, do you have this? I'll be there in 15 minutes. Can we have it ready to go? You know, and he's boom, boom, boom. So that's why you saw in the beginning of this video, I took them. It was originally supposed to be 2 dozen donuts, but with the glazed, you buy a dozen, get a dozen free. So I figured we'll just give them all the donuts. So they got 3 dozen donuts. And that was really just a big appreciation to them. I know they say they get donuts, all the people bring them donuts and pizza and stuff like that all the time. But I was gonna be up that way earlier, so I figured, you know, hey, donuts. So I actually messaged the guy and said, hey, would donuts be okay for tomorrow? And he was like, sure. I said, sweet, I'll be up there tomorrow, 9 o'clock, drop you some donuts off. So having that dealer support, dealer appreciation, stuff like that, that's why I'm saying support your local dealer. My local dealer has Echo products and Skag, and that's why I buy what I buy. Guys, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. We'll go ahead and end it right here. If you haven't yet, hit the subscribe button, shoot me a thumbs up, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
Perfect.